What's good, cyberspace? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches out just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He seek the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches out just like the lottery.
So guys, we've got a series of videos for you. And then at the end, we are going to have a discussion about IR dating. So tune in, it's gonna be a good one.
Take it from a vet, that's a rookie ass mistake.
All right, so I wanted to show you guys this one because it just kind of highlights the mentality of a lot of modern women and why the 80-20 rule, or what I like to call it now, the 90-10 rule, is in full effect. Okay, you have 90% of the women sleeping with 10% of the men, and it's because they don't want to build with guys anymore. Okay, they might be smashing a bum here and there, but ultimately they're going to be non-exclusive with him. They're going to cheat on him most likely because he doesn't fulfill every box on their wish list. So the caption says, never be the girl that builds with a man. Be the one he's with when he's built and successful already. So she's basically, you know, detailing hypergamy 101. Okay, women essentially smash the guys at the finish line. Okay, I think the saying goes, women wait at the finish line and smash the winners. Okay, they're not really interested in the guys who are a work in progress. Now, once you get to a point where you're successful, you have more leverage and a better advantage. But the reality is, she really doesn't know what it means to even build with a man. I mean, she can't be over 25 years old. So what does she really know about building with a man anyway?
Steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do? Steady trying to.
All right, so you guys see what's going on here. It says POV, 3 police officers release you early because you are an innocent girl. So she's basically insinuating that that she is giving top to police officers after a traffic stop. So, you know, we talk about all the time, men don't objectify women, women objectify themselves. And that is the reality of the situation, okay? She did not have to depict herself giving top to get out of a traffic stop. She could have easily did the hair whip or did something else, maybe flirted, but she didn't have to directly go to giving that slop top to the officer to get out of the ticket. Now, I know that this is a joke and it's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, no pun intended, but at the end of the day, it's kind of the mentality of the modern woman, right? I told you guys before, Generation Z women have the digital footprint of an adult film actress. So a lot of these women are willing to take it there and, you know, use their bodies to get out of situations. Okay, so this is just the reality. A lot of these beta brads are going to end up cuffing up a chick like this in the future, and you know, it's gonna be ridiculous. All right, guys, so this video that I'm about to show you is more it's more leaning toward like the interracial dating conversation. So this caption says, what my Russian mom understands when I say I like black guys. So listen up.
She like thugs, she like them fools that come out and sell drugs. Like gangsters, she like thugs, she like them fools that come out and sell drugs.
Okay, so my issue with this is that she is insinuating that, oh, because the guys that I like are black, they're going to be gangsters, they're going to be thugs, they're going to be guys who sell drugs, okay? The scammer, the drug dealer, whatever you can think of, a criminal is what she is thinking of when, or what she's insinuating that her mom thinks of when she says that she likes black guys. And that is a stereotype that could be passed down through generations, right? And it's very interesting to see her post something like this on TikTok, because a lot of these young snow bunnies are outing their parents as closeted racists, essentially. And you know, I just don't think it's a good look for the family, even if your family members may have some preconceived notions about a certain demographic. I don't think that it's appropriate for you to go online and kind of air that out, because people could easily do a search and go to her TikTok, and then, you know, they're doing a lead funnel to, a lot of times these chicks are doing lead funnels to OnlyFans, but they're also doing lead funnels to Instagram. So people could bounce from the TikTok to the Instagram and then figure out her Facebook and then figure out who her mama is real easy. And, you know, I don't think that she would like it that much if somebody sent her a video of her daughter insinuating that her mother had preconceived notions about her dating black men. All right, guys, so here's another truth bomb from TikTok, and this is a brother, this is a black man who is basically receiving poor treatment from black women because they are assuming that he looks like he dates white girls. And you're gonna hear the song that he coupled with this TikTok in order to convey his point. So listen up.
I'm a Capricorn, so I'm big-hearted. So if I feel like somebody,
I get so sick of black people with.
I'm a Capricorn, so I'm big.
Okay, so he used a Kevin Samuels sound, but basically the point that he's trying to break down is that when sisters say, oh, you just look like you date white girls, a lot of brothers feel like we're being stereotyped as well in that way. Like, how do you look like a person who dates white girls? All right. And I could understand if they're basically judging you off of the way that you dress, maybe. But even then, it's like, what are we supposed to dress like? Are we supposed to, you know, walk around with do-rags, wife beaters, and sagging our pants? Or, you know, can you dress with some type of individuality and some type of, you know, artistic style that you feel comfortable with dressing? And I think a lot of times sisters want you to dress a certain way, and even then they'll say, oh, you know, well, my guy didn't know how to dress, so I had to teach him how to dress and all this kind of stuff. And the fact of the matter is, some people don't, you know, want to wear designer all the time. Some people don't have value in that stuff. And then when you start to look into these designer companies, they don't care nothing about you. So it's just funny that you have this brother who is basically repeating a sentiment that goes on in the community, and that is, you know, sisters want you a certain type of way. They want you to have more of that Pookie and Ray Ray mindset. And if you don't have that mindset, and if you don't dress in a way, or style your hair in a way, or just move or talk or speak in a way that is not to their liking, or if it's not hood enough, then they're just not going to choose you. And I think that is a big reason why you have brothers going and dating out in 2022 going into 2023. All right, guys, so for my final clip, this is actually a scene from the show Atlanta that was created by Childish Gambino, and it is basically depicting the underlying beef between sisters and, you know, snow bunnies who date brothers and may even date brothers exclusively. Now, we all know there's a difference between a snow bunny who's dating a brother or a snow bunny who only dates brothers exclusively. So we all know there's a difference in that, which I don't have time to go into. But what we are going to do is break down this clip and dig into some of the gripes that black women have when seeing successful black men with Becky's. Let's watch.
Yeah, I'm staring at you. How?
She says, yeah, I'm staring at you, and calls her the H word off rip. The disrespect.
Not really. Saddled over there with your black man accessory, and I'm just tired of that story.
So she off rip called the brother an accessory, and maybe that's the reason why you're not really successful with black men if you look at them as an accessory, especially if they're with a woman of a lighter skin complexion.
Maybe I'm just a good woman.
Huh?
Like a good girlfriend. Maybe I add value to his life. I've been with him since he was doing community theater. I cooked, I cleaned. I've had his back from the very beginning.
And sisters do not like to hear that. When women of other races are cooking and cleaning for black men, they don't like to hear that at all, because a lot of times you ask them if they're willing to cook or clean and they're talking about no. And it's just like, dude, one thing that black women really could have an advantage on other women for is cooking, because a lot of modern women don't want to cook. But it's even more pronounced in the community nowadays, when you supposed to know how to cook, you supposed to know how to throw down, you're not supposed to be catering Thanksgiving. And a lot of sisters are on that type of time. And you know, the cooking, you know, mama's cooking, I know that was a theme, you know, on YouTube for a while, from Bus Life. I forgot his real name, but he used to play in the NBA. Anyways, but you're supposed to be known for your cooking, and we always say, oh, white people don't put seasoning on their food and da-da-da-da. And then you have women blatantly out here, sisters, saying that they don't want to cook at all. So if you won't even do the basic thing for brothers, then what are you gonna expect? Like, what type of result are you gonna expect? Because if we got women who are willing to cook, that's who we gonna go with, man.
I've always supported him. Maybe two good people found each other, and I'm a good woman who found a good man.
Bitch, don't even act like you don't know what's going on out here. You got all the advantages in the world to be a good woman. You can afford to invest early. I ain't got time to be sitting out here with no community theater ass nigga for 8 years.
So you heard that. They don't want to build. And this is not just sisters, because I showed you the clip earlier from TikTok. She didn't want to build either. The sister saying she ain't got time to be building with no community theater ass Negro. And that's sad to hear, especially and just like, listen, and I know they're acting, but listen to the difference in tone, the difference in demeanor while they're having a conversation, the where the hostility's coming from. It's not a good look.
Wishing on the goddamn star. There are plenty of good black women, but you don't see Brad Pitt trying to date Shonda Rhimes.
Okay, so that's why I want to stop her right there. She said there are plenty of good black women. I mean, that's arguable as well, because when you look at even the overweight statistics, 75 to 80% of the sisters in the States, at least, are overweight. Unfortunately, it doesn't bring me joy to say this, but to just go out and say, oh, there plenty good sisters. I mean, it really is hard to find. And this is me, like a guy who, I mean, I didn't date out of my race until like 22, 23. It really was hard to find somebody who wanted to, you know, stay in a relationship and not just do the hookup thing. I know they try and paint the picture that, oh, men are the ones who want to do hookup culture. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a damn lie. Most men really do want relationships, especially their first, second, third, fourth, fifth crack at it. But after a while, they start to realize that these chicks are not bout it, okay? And they do not want to be tied down. They don't want to be led. They don't want to submit. That's a dirty word in the community when it comes to our women as well. So that's another thing. And also, she mentioned you don't see Brad Pitt trying to date Shonda Rhimes. Well, first of all, Shonda Rhimes isn't that high. And for second of all, you know, white men, even, you know, and this is not all, but guys from other races are not really looking to marry, at least marry. They might smash or whatnot, but they're not really looking to marry sisters. So that's why you don't see it, because quite frankly, I'm not going to say they're not attracted to them at all, but what I will say is they're probably attracted to a very small percentage. And just like, you know, there's a small percentage of women outside of, you know, the black race who are attracted to black men. I mean, it's larger than that of black women, but it's still, if you go to each demographic, I would say when it comes to Hispanics, it's probably like, I'll say like 30-40% who would rock with a brother. I'll say in the white community, it's probably 25-30%. I'll say in the Asian community, it's probably like 10-15% who would rock with a brother. And I would say in the Indian community, it's probably the same as Asians, even though, you know, they're both Asians, I guess. But y'all know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, I mean, the reality is that the men of other races are not as attracted to the sisters as brothers are. So that's that.
No. Type beautiful woman in Google Images, honey. Then you can talk to me.
Huh?
I just love Devion.
Bitch, I love him too.
So there you have it. All the gripes of black women toward white women who date black men laid out on the table for everyone to see in the show, depicted in the show Atlanta. Very interesting topic here. I want to know what you guys think about my opinion on it and this video in general. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app, so I know you pay your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking dealing with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.